middleweight fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Hamzath Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dracos still not Duplessis.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, Hamzath Chimaev back on the proven ground, and you can hear the crowd response with everything that this man does. If he gets a takedown, a huge pop. If he lands a jab, a huge pop. A lot of people feel like in this matchup, though, Hamzath's going to be trying to take the fight to the ground and to work his submission game from there. Let us see how Hamzath approaches the early portions of this particular round. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
And now some separation.
Pretty good connection there, yeah. Duplessis' eye is closing up. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
He needs to shove the knee, hip heist, and get back up to your feet.
Chimaev's eye is starting to swell shut. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Woo!
In the half guard.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage, might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. He's got to be careful here.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
Oh, he's got a choke.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, how about that? He gives up on the submission. Looked pretty tight to me. Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Duplessis back to the north-south. Looks like someone took a red Sharpie to his side. A lot of bruising courtesy of those body strikes.
Oh, big kicks, big punches. He's doing everything he's told us he intended to do to slow this guy down. And you can see his opponent starting to really be labored in most of his movements.
He's cut. Give the elbow.
Hamzaat Chimaev gets the takedown late in the round. That's useful.
Oh, right into mount.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
His work, I'm gonna stand this up.
Yeah, paging Alexei Oleinik. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, incredible drama here in this fight. I'm not sure how much longer he can stay in it, given all that swelling around his eye. We'll see what the cut man can do to stop the swelling here over these 60 seconds. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready? Ready?
Round 2 underway. Right on the button.
4 strikes to the head.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Chimaev's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
Big ground and pound.
Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Hamzaat Chimaev. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands.
Hand fight.
Oh. Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Chimaev's eye is now swollen shut. They could actually stop this fight right now, given how bad it is.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other decision.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
You gotta move. Don't be flat.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Posture up. Pound and pound.
Lands a big elbow there. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Hamzaat Chimaev. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
Oh, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Chimaev. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. That was a slick transition.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Well, when you absorb damage like this, you start to worry about a guy missing the rest of the year. At what point, if you're the referee, do you call in the ringside physician?
Well, right now,
yeah.
I feel like a little bit ago, you could have called in the ringside physician and no one would have cared, because you look at him and you see that he has been thoroughly beaten and tonight is just not his night. He's isolating an arm.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish arm bars.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, now he bails on the submission.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Du Plessis right back to the full mount.
Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
20 seconds left. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Du Plessis. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Two rounds in the books. All right, the fighters head back to the stools, and certainly it's a tale of two corners. One man can barely see out of one of his eyes, and if the doctor sees that visual, he might call an end to the action.
I'm gonna need you to protect that eye, okay? Defense.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
And we are back for our third and final round.
Okay, let's go. Last round, baby. Hands up. Let's do it. Come on, he's bleeding good.
Nice defense. He got his hands up and he blocked it.
Chimaev's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute. Back to the single. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Du Plessis. Right into side mount.
Slow it down.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Hamzaat Chimaev ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Let's go. Move those hips and get up.
He's got to start throwing now.
Fight for that wrist control now.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Get your hips back. Move your hips.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Oh, big elbow. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Hey, scramble, get up.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Side control now. Chimaev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Now he's going full mount.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Du Plessis in half guard. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Our guys start to attack triangles.
Take us back, both hooks.
All right, side control now.
I want to see more elbows.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant... Chimaev's looking for a Darce choke here.
This is tight. Darce choke locked in, it's only a matter of time, but he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent so that he doesn't lose him in the scramble.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Changing the position. Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Duplessis gets up, and somewhat surprisingly, despite having a dominant position on the ground, he wants to take this fight back to the feet. Well,
He hurt him again.
that is it! Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 53 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Dracus still not Duplessis.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that,